Myanmar's Junta-Run elections are underway as civil war rages on in the country, making or marking its fifth year. The first round of voting is closed. However, young voters were largely absent as tightly controlled polling began on Sunday. Critics and United Nations say this election is designed to prolong military rule. Let's talk about the Sunday's voter turnout. The turnout appears slightly lower than the previous elections. At several polling stations, fewer than one-third of registered voters cast their ballots. Unlike young voters, older citizens dominated the queues. This is because young people cited fear, displacement and lack of faith in the process.
With every 5-year change of government, I vote as a citizen, hoping that the country will improve.
I don't think there will be any changes. I think this is for them, the junta, to change their soldier uniforms into civilian ones and to hold on to their power.
Voting is taking place only in junta-controlled areas. Nearly 1 in 5 constituencies will see no polling at all. This is due to ongoing fighting with rebel groups. The election will be held in 3 phases, with the final round scheduled for January 25th next year. Jailed leader and Nobel laureate Aung San Suu Kyi and her National League for Democracy party are not taking part in the polls. Aung San Suu Kyi's party, which won a landslide in 2020, was dissolved by the military. The pro-junta Union Solidarity and Development Party is widely expected to emerge as the largest bloc. Junta chief Min Aung Hlaing cast his vote in Naypyidaw. He insisted the election was free and fair and urged citizens to participate. But the United Nations says Myanmar's future must be decided through a free, fair, inclusive and credible process. Meanwhile, dozens of protesters held placards denouncing Myanmar's, quote, sham election outside its embassy in Tokyo. Myanmar has been in civil war since the 2021 coup. An estimated 90,000 people have been killed since then, while millions have been displaced. As voting continues into January, critics say the election risks entrenching military rule rather than restoring democracy. We earlier spoke to Nathan Paul Sutton, a columnist and an investigative journalist. He is also a researcher at the University of St. Andrews, and this is what he told us.
Well, it's quite clearly a complete sham election, and to the point where people are being arrested, they're put in prison, and they're even being attacked if they criticise the election. There have been Myanmar filmmakers who have been in prison recently just for criticising a pro-election film that was made. There's no real effort to try to make this a fair election or a real shift to democracy. It's really just a very, very transparent sign to potential countries that they could work with, where that's maybe potentially Donald Trump in the United States, to try to symbol that we are doing just enough that we need to do for you to justify lifting some sanctions and for us to begin to do some business together.